do you do it all? How do you do it all?
I have so much energy. I shoot continuum in my sleep.
Incredible.
When I'm not realizing that I'm on it. And then I shoot Burt Wonderstone during the day.
Woo!
Don't worry about that.
A lot of bank.
That was great. Thank you. Anyone else?
That's one of those.
Yes.
My question is, what's it like transitioning from a hit TV show like The Office and now fully being engulfed in the film career that you are in right now?
Should we try repeating that?
The question is for Steve making the transition from being a hit TV show to being fully engulfed in a...
Do you know that The Office is over?
Yeah, are you The Office isn't over.
No?
Not yet.
Are you on Continuum?
My years on Continuum.
Some of the most satisfying.
They added up to this moment,
Truly.
right now. Yeah,
That show gave birth to so many talents.
I'm very fortunate to be employed. That's how I look at it. So I was very lucky to be on that show. Lucky to be here with these people in this movie. Yeah, I'm counting my blessings every day.
How incredible is Steve Carrell in this movie, ladies and gentlemen? Amazing. So incredibly funny. Just amazing. I think it's so funny. Just huge laughs, man. Wonderful.
We got one in the back center waving both hands.
Sleight of hand, were they special effects, or did you guys practice?
It was all real, all real.
Straight back, yeah, you stand up, yes.
As a follow-up to that, how much magic did you guys actually have to learn for the movie?
We learned a bit. You know, some of the sleight of hand we had to actually learn to do or replicate. You know, we had to get to a point. These guys are so good. A real, true magician. You know, you can't get to that level in just a few months. David Copperfield actually designed the hangman trick. He and his team designed that for us. So we shot that without any sort of special effects. So that was actually done. And that's sworn to secrecy. Cannot reveal that trick. Truly.
I learned nothing. I learned nothing. Set out to learn nothing, and I learned nothing. And I walked away with nothing, except a joyful experience.
My question is for both Steve and Jim. You both, in this movie and in your career, have made some pretty wild facial expressions. So I want to know what was the most difficult and crazy facial expressions in this movie, and can you show us that now?
The question is about, in their careers, both Steve and Jim have made wild facial expressions, and they want to know...
This is the most risky face that I do. Just the normal one. But thank you for the challenge, Mr. Geppetto.
And I think maybe the first time I orgasmed was the strangest face I ever made. But I'm not going to do that for you today.
All right, here we go. Okay, you standing up, go ahead.
My question is for the whole cast. Was anybody brain raped during filming?
The question was anybody brain raped?
That's someone who's really not asking for a response. You just
rhetorical.
wanted to
That's
stand up there and
rhetorical.
say that.
Standing up there, go ahead.
John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, the question is, there are a lot of aspiring filmmakers in the room. Does anybody on stage have any advice for them?
Oh gosh. Well, yeah, make your movie. Just make it, and don't wait for anyone to give you permission. And I think find people. Yeah, right. Don't wait. You can do it with very little, thanks to technology today. And find actors who are down to just experiment and play, and find just a collaborative group of people. That's what this was. That's what all the best projects are. But I would say don't wait, just do.
Oh, I don't know.
We're thrilled, actually, along those lines. Olivia will be back in a film we're showing tomorrow night here, Drinky Buddies, and it's very much in that vein of what she's talking about. Yes?
You cut your teeth on Continuum. They need filmmakers. It's a great place. Just try out your stuff, you know? Direct a few episodes. Continuum. Yeah.
And are they in the writers?
Don't get hung up on any one idea, too, I would say. There are a million ideas out there, and if you spend too much time on one, you can miss out on a plethora of others. I know, a lot of people... now I'm going to do a monologue. No, I mean, look, don't get too precious about your work, but also invest in it in every way you possibly can. Which it might be contradictory, but...
No, I was just going to say the same thing, kind of, there's a tendency among aspiring film writers, and we were those people, to get really attached to that first thing and think that everybody else is crazy if they don't like it. The truth is, your first idea is probably not very good. We're still working on this mermaid thing that's probably not going to get off the ground, but...
It's called Continuum.
I would just say start with a great script. If you're a producer, if you're a director, really work on that material. Get the script to a really great place. This one took 8 years, but we did get it there. And if you have a great script, you're going to attract what we were amazingly able to do, an incredible cast, and we're very grateful for that. No jokes.
Well, actually, 8 years, it's interesting. I mean, that's an interesting journey. Is there some way to talk about that? I know we're having a lot of fun up here, but, that's such a... I'd like to know more about that.
Okay. Well, it started. It was a script that I got about 8 years ago, and I think all of us, when we at different stages, as everyone came on this film, thought in reading the script, how come nobody has done this before? It's such a ripe world, especially to do a comedy. I sent the script to New Line with I bought on eBay a Magic magazine with Doug Henning on the cover. Sent that in, and I was like, we gotta make this. And the journey kind of began with the script and rewriting the script, and these guys came on, did a fantastic job rewriting the script, and Steve Carrell came on board, and from there everything kind of took off. And with each part is, each part is they're amazing showmen. So you needed incredible actors to bring those to life, and we were blessed to get this incredible cast, and those that aren't here as well.
All right, we have time for like maybe 2 more? Yes.
There are a lot of aspiring magicians in this room.
No, there aren't. There are a lot of aspiring magicians in this room. Show of hands.
Really?
Was there more to the question than that? Was there more to the question about the magicians, or was it just joke?
Well, I am aspiring magician.
All right, standing up on the side.
What was it like working in a male-dominated cast?
For Olivia, the question is, what was it like working in a
Say
male?
what I told you.
All right.
Well, they may look manly, but... No, I'll tie those 2 questions together because I think it's amazing. You are a woman, you're an aspiring magician, you're talking about working in a male-dominated cast. Magic and Hollywood can both be considered male-dominated worlds. And I feel very lucky to have worked with such a great group of men. There's a lot of women behind the scenes too, of course. But honestly, I think the way that Hollywood has changed dramatically recently with women opening movies to huge box office numbers and allowing the studios to realize women can open movies, women can open comedies, women can open action movies, women can open huge different types of genres, that paves the way for the rest of us, right? So the same thing needs to happen in magic. One woman, maybe you, needs to become the headlining magician in Vegas. And soon that will change the landscape. And I've been very lucky to work with such an extraordinary group of men that they made me feel very comfortable and happy working in this environment. But I would have to say, in all industries, all it takes is a few great ladies to pave the way for the rest of us. So please do so. It's International Women's Day, by the way.
All the way up top, the black t-shirt, all the way up top with your hand up.
Yeah. This is for Steve Carrell. How much work went into that tan?
Not as much as you'd think. I got sprayed every week, and what I didn't realize until the last 2 days of shooting is you only see my face and my chest. But I had a head-to-toe tan for 10 weeks. Really no reason whatsoever.
You have a really, really good one to go out on. I got a good one. I got a good one. Sorry, we're going this here.
Mr. Carrey, when I was in elementary school, you became my hero with the greatest comedy series of all time. Now, 20 years later, age-old question, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, or Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls?
That would be Sophie's choice for me. You know, which baby goes? I can't choose. I'm sorry. You'll have to take one away. You know, it's interesting because, you know, sequels are interesting because I found, I mean, there's just, I think, really funny things. You know, sometimes I get really excited about the people that get entertained that I love, you know, that I adore. And Steve Martin has been somebody who calls me up every once in a while and says, I just can't get over the slinky thing, man. And on the first one, he said, I was kind of not in a very good space, man, when the first one came out. And I didn't want to really go out of my house, and my friends asked me to go out and see Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and I said, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, I don't want to see a movie called that. And he went out and he believed in the world again when he saw the movie. So those are the things that just make you so happy. But I can't choose between any of the movies, really. I mean, every one that I do is a great experience in that moment. Right now, my world is this stage and these guys, and I'm having a great experience here. So.
It's been a tremendous thrill for us to have you here, bringing this, you know, hilarious, wonderful film for our opening night, and to be here in person. We're just hugely grateful and thrilled, and we ask you to all tell everybody how wonderful it is and support them, and thank you so much.
Thank you all.